Welcome my humanoids back to my channel for my gaming opinion, and yes, these are my opinions. So no hate comments, please and thank you. How are my humanoids doing? Fantastic, magnificent, all around, and you're not dealing with any assholes this week. That is my wish for you. Let's manifest it and moving on. Sorry about no video last week. I didn't really have anything on my mind to talk about. Like Gamescom happened, but like there wasn't really anything to make a whole video about. The new Saints Row self-made made me a little bit excited because I always prefer Saints Row over GTA. Just how I play. I didn't play Gat Out of Hell because I don't know what the fuck that game was, and I played Saints Row the 4th, and I have a love-hate relationship with that game. Love the aliens, hate how broken and overpowered we are. Like to me, the best one was Saints Row the 3rd and the 2nd one in that order, but that's besides the point. But I didn't feel like making a video about that because, like I said, it wasn't that exciting. It was okay, it was good. Some people didn't like it because it was a CG trailer, and we were all tired of CG trailers. We want to see fucking gameplay. There was just nothing I thought was worth making a video on. So I decided to just keep doing what I'm doing, looking up all the games that I am excited for, like Starfield and Harry Potter Legacy and Battlefield, which Battlefield 4042 is boasting this giant player map count, right? But I'm like, that's not the first one. When you hear this name, the people who know this game are gonna be like, oh, I forgot all about that. M.A.G. Does anybody remember M.A.G? M.A.G, which kinda was ahead of its time. It started battle royale type style playing, but it didn't make it. There's no M.A.G 2, M.A.G 1 barely survived, and I was wondering what happened. M.A.G was a Sony exclusive, so that's a problem right there because it came out for the PS3 and the PS3 didn't even win that season, and exclusive just means less people aren't going to be able to play it. But it boasted 132 player count, and it worked. In 2010, it worked. It was not. There were like a little bit of bugs and problems, yeah. It wasn't perfect by all means, but it worked. 230 something players, okay? And that was its main selling point. The reason why I think it failed, it came out at the same time as Halo Reach, came out the same time as Battlefield 2, and came out the same time as the OG Call of Duty, which I was playing obsessively. Besides it being a Sony exclusive, besides the fact that there were history-making games that came out around the same time, it's weird because a lot of my friends played it. It was like their shit. So the fact that that game is like completely obscure now is weird to me. It was like the wild west of shooters at this point. M.A.G played a little different. It had factions, but it did have like things like team deathmatch and capture the flag if you want to simplify it, but I think they called it something else. If I had to compare it to anything, it would actually be Battlefield series. It had similar look and similar gameplay, but it didn't last that long. Like it was like for like a year, and then it just disappeared. It was ahead of its time, you know? It was one of the first games to be like online only. The way shooters are now, it's pretty much same thing. No campaigns, battle royale, free-for-all, all of that. But M.A.G didn't make it. M.A.G didn't make it at all. M.A.G was a good game. It was before all the crazy microtransactions and loot boxes and season passes and all that. So we got the good of everything that we have now without the bad shit. And that seemed like a winner to me. But like I said, Halo came out, Call of Duty, the OG Black Ops came out, Battlefield 2 came out, and I was like, what were you gonna do? And then the online kicked itself in the ass when the great hack of 2011 of Sony, when their whole systems got hacked. So they gave people like free PlayStation Plus and stuff. But by the time they fixed all that, people I think M.A.G moved on, you know? And like it was the first real battle royale, and it's kind of shocking that it's the people who probably made it right now looking at M.A.G and like, we should have just waited about 5 years. Because Sony wants a shooter. Sony wants a Halo. Like it's very obvious that they want a Halo. They've been trying it for years with limited success. Like no one knows this game. I've talked about this game like to 3 other people. No one knows what M.A.G is. Which is, like I said, which is crazy because this is what all my friends used to pay for a year. I remember finding out that you can shoot people as they parachuted down. I mean, mega cheese, and that would piss me off. But that was a game-breaking thing. There also is the most big important thing, which is what are my friends playing on and what are they playing? As toxic as shooters are, they're strictly social interaction games. Even though I usually mute people because I don't want to hear your music or you arguing with your family or anything like that, it just couldn't compete. And right at this time, online service with no campaign was a death sentence. In 2010-11, that was a death sentence. Like, considering how old that game was, and then you compare it to something like Anthem as it was released, you're like, damn, one, game companies don't care the way they used to, and two, why isn't this game so popular today? You need more than just a 232 player base count, which is, I can imagine, like, listen, the chaos, if you like chaos and shooting, that game would have been perfect for you. When everyone got to the middle of the 200 and something players, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It's chaos, it's fun. But nowadays, that many players would be like amazing and people will lose their mind over it, but it's not like a setting decision. And after that novelty wears off, it's like, what you got? What you got, man? You got like shooters just popping out of nowhere. I think Sony should have not made it exclusive. I think the timing was awful considering the game said it come out, and the fact that it was online only and no campaign kind of sealed its fate, especially after the PS hack. I don't even think the people who made M.A.G are like part of Sony anymore. I think they like abandoned that whole division, that whole publisher division, so I doubt there'll be a sequel. And there's not enough people who know for a sequel, you know? It's a little game that could but didn't, and there's a little game that saw but couldn't make it. You can tell that the studio that made M.A.G really like had an idea and ran with it. Like, M.A.G was a little bit different. Instead of classes, they had faction. Like, the matches were so big that the teams within themselves had to break down into units, and there was always one main leader out of the entire like 100 or something players, and then that divided into like subsections. And that was very unique. I can't fault them for that, you know? Gaming studios today have a little bit of M.A.G in them, from the no campaign to the live service to the battle royales. It was ahead of its time. Too bad it came out at the wrong time. Just one of the many obscure games that just pop into my head randomly, you know? And I'm thinking, what other games were like too early for its time? Or did it implement it well enough to work back then? Or it probably wasn't even like, it probably wouldn't have even been popular back then. Times change. Things are appealing or no longer appealing, and vice versa. Anyway, my humans, let me know what you think. Tell me about a game that you obscurely remember that no one seems to remember. Do you remember M.A.G? Or am I just hallucinating? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, my humanoids. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and do good things for goodness sake. Bye.